Welcome back. Today we are working on Standard 6 NSA1, dividing fractions and mixed numbers. Dividing fractions. To divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So we learned what the reciprocal was in the last lesson, and another word for reciprocal is multiplicative inverse. So here's a little way we can remember how to divide fractions. If I have 1/2 divided by 1/4, I can keep the 1/2. I can change the sign to multiplication and flip or find the multiplicative inverse or reciprocal of 1/4, which is 4/1. And then I just multiply fractions like we already know how to do. So let's try it. So I have 3/4 divided by 2/3. So it says find the quotient, which remember that is the answer to a division problem. So I'm going to take 3/4 and I change the sign to multiplication and take the reciprocal or multiplicative inverse. So I flip 2/3 to 3/2, and then I multiply. So I have 9/8. Find the quotient. So I have 1/4 divided by 5. So keep the 1/4. I'm going to change to multiplication, and then what is the reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse of 5? Remember, 5 is 5/1. I can make any whole number a fraction by putting it over 1. So the reciprocal would be 1/5. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 5 is 20. So I have 1/20. You try it. So find the quotient. Mix number to improper fraction. Remember, this was on the notes from yesterday. Just remember the MAD method. So we're going to multiply the whole number times the denominator. And then we're going to add the numerator. So 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 2 is 17. And we put it all back over the same denominator. So 17/3. So find the quotient. So once again, we've talked about this before. We don't work with mixed numbers. We have to change them to improper fractions. So I have 2 times 4 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. And I put it all back over the 4. I'm going to change the sign and flip 1/6 to 6/1. So I have 9 times 6 is 54 over 4. 4 times 1 is 4. I can reduce that. How do I know I can reduce that? They're both even, which means I can at least divide by 2. So we'll start by dividing by 2. 54 divided by 2 is 27. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So it's 27/2. If I was going to change that back into a mixed number, I would take 27 and divide it by 2. That's 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Subtract, that's 0. 7. 3. That's 6. And that's 1. And then instead of forming a decimal, I can put my remainder as my numerator and my divisor as my denominator. So it is 13 1/2. You try it.